Hello, Reformers, and welcome back to Star Wars The Old Republic Sith Inquisitor Edition. Now, when we left off, we had just received yet another mission to recover some decoder modules. Well, technically, this is the first time we have gained this mission, but it is for a very important purpose, and that is to assassinate Commodore Morgok, I believe is his name. But nevertheless, we are going to be heading in versus these particular fellows right here and seeing how much damage we can do. But I am a little bit worried about these guys because they do have an elite among them. And this is going to cause a great deal of difficulty, maybe, because it is a Gamorrean and does appear to be quite strong. But nevertheless, he has fallen before Zalek's powerful might. Oh yes, he is very powerful after all. And there we have it. Oh yeah. Come on, C2D4. Yes, there we go. Very nice indeed. Jakaro is also doing a very nice job. Of course, C2D4 is the main guy of the operation, isn't he? He is doing absolutely everything. Well, wait a minute. He's just a head, right? He's a disembodied head of a droid. But nevertheless, he does provide a lot of the wit in that particular duo. And we are now going to be moving down here and see if we can get another one. Yes, here we go. Very nice. Okay, let's see what I can do here. I'm going to try and mind trap one of them, and then we'll be dotting up this fellow. There we are. Nice AoE, and then we can actually deal some damage. Whoa, okay, never mind. Okay, I was about to say, then we can deal some damage to that fellow, but no, we killed him in one hit. That is actually rather impressive, suffice it to say. But nevertheless, we are... Oh, wait a minute. I actually just didn't pick up the module. Yes, we need to remember to remove the modules. Well, that's actually a good idea, isn't it? It's a good idea to remember how to do the objective. That would be wonderful, wouldn't it? Yes. So we're going to be moving back and just picking that up real quick. And then we're going to be moving on to the next tower. Hopefully it is still destroyed, and I'll still be able to pick it up. And hopefully no one else has been over here to scavenge the parts. There we are. Very nice. Okay, so there we have it. Now we only need one, and I'm going to assume that we probably need to head off to the left. So once we head down here... Wait a minute. Maybe this way? Something tells me maybe not. Yeah, no, never mind. Okay, we're just going to be heading back to the exact same area, and we'll see how it goes from there. Maybe we can actually... Oh, never mind. Okay, so this tower has an incredible respawn rate. We can actually just mark the same tower and get another module from it. Very nice indeed. So, yes, blow it up. Thank you very much. And then we will be recovering the module. Okay, so now we must take it to the panel. No, wait a minute. That is the bonus mission. Take it to the access panel over here. So mounting up is the name of the game. And we're going to be getting past here. Thank you very much. I do like stealth. There we have it.
Theron.
Finally in. Nice work. Now to see where Margok's hiding all his secrets.
You dirty, no-good pirate scum.
The Howling Tempest gang was made up. Never existed. You're about to wish you were dealing with some random band of raiders.
We'll have to see about that. My forebears founded Raiders Cove. This is my island, and I'm not giving it up. So come on in. Do your worst. In the end, you ain't coming out alive.
So you blew our cover, huh? Luckily, I can jam the aggressor's external comms. About all I can do right now, though. They've got live slicers and they're managing network security on the fly. I can't do anything until they're offline.
I'll handle it.
I'm sure you will.
Well, thank you very much. And we are now going to... Oh my goodness, is that a pirate hat? I do believe it is actually a pirate hat. Okay. Well, what actually gives more willpower? Nothing, really. But this one does give much more in the way of defense. So I'm thinking I might just take that and give that to Zalek. Because even though he's not wanting to be full defense, it might be really cool to have a little bit on him, so he's kind of like a hybrid of doing damage as well as, well, receiving damage. But that may not turn out to be too good in the end. But surge rating, I'm not entirely sure whether surge rating is incredibly worth it, because as you can see here, it only gives 5% more damage to our critical hits, and I don't know how much Zalek really is doing. He has 20% critical chance, which is actually pretty insane. But nevertheless, we're just going to be sneaking past most of these guys right here, because that's all we need to do. There is obviously a couple of bonus missions here, but right now, that is not what I'm concerned with. I'm concerned with this, oh yes. Deal significant damage, very nice. A nice crushing darkness there. And there we have it. Very nice indeed.
You're making the biggest mistake ever. I got connections.
And yes, of course, you do have connections, but I have a lightsaber. I think that is probably going to win. So, let us make sure that these guys all actually die. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that would actually be a good idea, wouldn't it? Wow, that leeching strike actually does a huge amount of damage. Wait, how much damage does that? Wow, that is actually very, very nice. And it heals you for 50% of the damage dealt as well. So let me just make sure that I remember what my stealth key is, and we can actually use that to sneak on by many of the opponents that we would otherwise have to take care of, if we were some other class, of course. So let's just sneak on by here. Wow, this is remarkably easy. I would have expected a little bit more security, perhaps, but nevertheless, let's do some damage. There we have it. Very nice. Very good. Okay. Wow, those turrets really just wilt before our might right here. Obviously, we have a lot of AoE damage, and we are able to spread creeping terror, as well as, obviously, our discharge ability to nearby enemies, so we have nothing to worry about in that department. We can very easily deal with a lot of enemies, and it appears as though the slicer is here. Wow, the last one. So, let's do it. Very, very nice. There we go. And a leashing strike to take that off. There we go, very nice indeed. And we can then deactivate the last one.
Security measures are down. Trouble is, so's the network. Margok must have shut it down manually.
Aha, okay, so he is making it very, very difficult. He must be very scared of us. And considering we have now admitted to him that we are not, in fact, a pirate, but something else, I would also be quite scared of whoever that may be. But nevertheless, we are going to be making our way over, and okay. We can just head around here, I do believe, and then we can make our way around as well and confront him. Oh, hello.
This is my ship. Think you could just walk on in and be left alive?
Okay, so let's take him out. He has a very intimidating weapon, I have to admit that. And I'm a little bit worried, I have to say. So let's get ready. Oh, he's actually carbonizing us right now. That's not very nice of him, is it? No, not at all. So I'm actually going to use deflection a little bit here. Get crushing darkness going on. And we're actually going to take out his technicians, thank you very much. It was about time that we actually did that. Otherwise, yeah, we were going to suffer a lot of damage at the hands of them. That was for sure. Now, let's get another leeching strike on. Zalek must live, so we will kill him, and there it is. Wow. Zalek is absolutely beastly, I have to admit that, and we will now power up the network.
Theron, are you getting this?
Loud and clear. I'm in. Full access.
This is the sort of momentum we could never create on our own. We need to maintain that momentum. Surely, if the Revanites are done with the Nova Blades, as Revan indicated, they're on to the next stage of their plan.
Say all you like about Revan. He was never as powerful a Sith as I am now.
It's not just Revan here. It's all his co-conspirators. We don't know how many in the Republic and Empire are pulling strings for him.
While Theron's pulling down data, I suggest you start to make your way back to Raiders Cove. Hopefully he'll have found something of use by then.
Ah, well, there it is. Okay, so that is definitely a hint as to where we will go next, and that is, of course, to quick travel back to Lana Beniko's location. So we will do just that, and, I'm actually wondering where they're going to be sending us next, because it feels as though we have explored many of the areas of Rishi already, so, not too sure, but no doubt they will tell us very, very soon indeed. So let's just see here. Aha, we have a couple of other pieces of loot right here as well. And by that I mean the trophies, of course, to give us some additional reputation. So I think we're probably going to be using those along our path here as soon as we get a little bit closer. There we have it. And we'll use just one more, and then we'll be heading in to speak to Lana.
What have we learned from the aggressor?
Very little, I'm afraid. It would appear someone took it upon themselves to corrupt much of the data as a last resort.
It's a real mess, getting fragments but nothing incredibly coherent. The one thing that does keep turning up is the Mandalorian Margok brought up earlier, the one they call Torch.
What about her?
Well, it looks like Torch and Margok were thick as thieves for a while, then something happened. Had to do with the Revanites. Don't really know the details, but it looks like Torch moved her whole clan to another island here on Rishi. I've got the coordinates.
Chikaro, ready your ship. I'll go see what this Torch has to say for herself.
I'm sending Jacaro out on a scouting run. I've made local arrangements for your transportation should he not return in time.
Wow, you've been busier than I thought.
Get whatever information you can from the Mandalorians. With any luck, they'll lead us to the Revanites.
Dark Lord. Moff Pyron ready to report.
What do you have for me, Pyron?
Your apprentice Ashara briefed me on the order of Revan. We are discreetly sweeping for infiltrators in your ranks.
Good.
If I may, I've also prepared a briefing on current military operations. I'll endeavor to be quick. As for the Cylinder campaign, Darth Mar is coordinating the Joint Armada with minimal losses. That does raise the issue, however. Our silencer fleet killers are underperforming as the Republic adapts tactically and technologically. We may be able to refine the silencer cannons further, but their radiation output will begin to kill our own gunners. Shall we proceed?
If our men are to die, let them die gloriously in my name. Continue the refinements.
Yes, Dark Lord. There is also the question of Alzar. Darth Ravage still believes the natives hold no value and expands rapidly into their territory. Your overseers on Korriban believe the Alzarians might be trained as Sith, but to recruit them now could make an enemy of Ravage.
Let Ravage whine at the next council meeting. The Empire needs allies, not resentful colonies.
As you wish. One last order of business. I understand you're on Rishi. Normally, I wouldn't bother you with trivialities, but...
Speak, Pyron.
You have a servant there by the name of Lord Vigil. Like many, he's been seeking an audience since your ascension. He won't say why, or speak to anyone but you. However, Thanaton clearly prized him. He received significant resources for his research.
Do we know anything about what he's doing on Rishi?
Vigil was designated a seeker into matters exotic and arcane. Quite a few of your researchers have this designation. Whether Vigil's work is productive or, like certain other legacy projects, mere eccentricity, is not for me to judge.
Where do I find him?
I'll send coordinates. Perhaps your archaeologist might assess Vigil's work with some insight as well.
Then you are dismissed.
My life for yours, Dark Lord.
Okay, wow, that actually seems... oh my, I actually don't know what to say about that, but I do know what to say about this. Damage gear in the form of an implant and an earpiece. And we are now level 57 as well, which is excellent. So as we can see, this is actually better than what we are using. So as you can probably tell, we are going to be equipping that. And, let me just see here for a second. It appears as though it's exactly the same. Yep, we are using exactly the same in both implants. And now, is this better? We gain a lot of endurance, we lose accuracy, gain surge rating. I think I'm probably going to keep my one right now. And we'll give this to Zalek instead. There we have it. And we can actually give him my secondary implant as well. There we have it. And we'll just use another reputation gain item as well. So, let's see here. Take Talos Drellic to speak with Lord Vigil. And Vigil is just... oh no, he's not over there. He is actually a lot further away by the looks of things. He is in the Data Archives section of Raiders Cove. So... without further ado, I am going to be ending this episode off here, and next time we are either going to be speaking to Frod Makora, who appears to be... well, let's actually just take a look and see what he appears to be, but I have a feeling that because he's over here... yep, it is going to be a flashpoint, I feel. Yes, it is. So there it is, a flashpoint called Blood Hunt, and obviously the next one is to take Talos Drellic as well to Lord Vigil. So I think we'll probably go and do that first, because I feel as though... yes, it is. It is a class mission, and I am very intrigued to see what will happen there. So I thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.